Hey guys, welcome back to Honey's Cooking. We're so happy to be back. Since our last video, it's been a little while, we have a new kitchen, new house, and a little helper who is going to be in the video, but she's asleep, so we're going to let her sleep. She'll be in future videos when she's awake and happy. But today we're going to make some meatloaf. It's the ultimate comfort food, my favorite food. So, I just hit the microphone, sorry guys. But it's my favorite food, so we're gonna make you some meatloaf today and show you how to make it. Okay guys, to start our meatloaf, we need 1.5 pounds of meat. Of ground meat. We decided to use half pork sausage and half beef because that's what my family likes. You guys can use whatever you like, just ground meat works. And then we need 1.5 cups of oats. Some people, again, meatloaf is pretty subjective. Some people use crackers, bread, we use oats. So 1.5 cups of that. You need a teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of salt, about 1/4 to 1/2 of an onion, depending on how much you like onions, and then a cup, which is about half of the can of tomato sauce. And your ketchup, of course, for the top, because you gotta have ketchup on the top of meatloaf. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna mix all of this together. In here, I just use my hands, and we're gonna do that in just a minute, and then we transfer it to here and bake it. Okay, make sure you preheat your oven to 350 so it can be heating up while we're doing this. Okay, so first we're gonna dig in. We're gonna mix our meat together, because like I said, I use half and half, so I want it to be nice and mixed together with our hands. And then we just start adding stuff. So we're gonna dump our oats, and then we're gonna dump half of our can of tomato sauce. That's about half. Okay, and it's 1 cup if you want to use the measurements. A napkin so you can wipe the stuff you got all over your hands off. Dump our onions. Get all of them for that flavor. I like the onion flavor. Some people don't, but I do. And again, teaspoon of both of these to how much you like salt and pepper. So I'm just gonna put a little in here. We're gonna call that a teaspoon. If you wanna use exact measurements, I will let you, but I don't.
That's why it always tastes different every time we make it.
It does. My husband, my honey from Honey's Cooking, makes fun of my cooking because every time we cook, it tastes different. But it's variety, never get boring. And 2 eggs. We're gonna use this to put our eggshells on so we don't make a big mess. Go. 2 eggs. Oops, don't do that. Don't worry guys, no shell. How I manage that, I don't know. But we're gonna mix this all together and then we're gonna stick it in the pan, cook for about an hour. Okay, and into the baking dish we go, the loaf pan. You don't have to use a loaf pan. I've seen some people use a regular rectangle baking dish and they just cut it into squares. Your choice. I like using the loaf pan so it looks like a meatloaf because it's a meatloaf, but again, your choice. I'm gonna smooth it out a little bit just so when it cooks it's more smooth. Smash it in there. And then we're going to take it to the oven. 350 for about an hour. Okay guys, our meatloaf is done. We cooked it for an hour. Now we're going to add the ketchup to the top and cook it for another 5 minutes and it will be ready to go. Let me shake it first. Okay, so I don't make a mess. Here we go. And then I'm just going to use a spoon to spread it. Come on. Okay. And I didn't bring a spoon, so 1 minute. Okay, we're back. Not prepared this time. So I'm just gonna spread it across the top, like I said, make it nice and even coated on the top of the meatloaf, cook it for 5 minutes, and then it will be ready to serve. Okay, and into the oven it goes, and it's still at 350. So 5 minutes, and we will be ready to go. Yes. Here's our little helper. She woke up now. Say hi, baby. She woke up now and she's gonna help mommy cook when she gets bigger. Our meatloaf is done. We took it out of the oven. Here it is with our ketchup on the top. And we made some mashed potatoes to go with it. We'll put it on a plate to show you guys. It looks great. We can't wait to taste it. So stay with us and we will see what the final product looks like on a plate. Okay guys, and here is our finished product. Look how great that looks. We hope you enjoy it. Keep watching for more great videos from Honey's Cooking.